Yo, what up, people? Smith and motherfucking are here today, of course, to give you guys Hajime no Ippo Rising Episode 2 motherfucking review. And I really hate to say this, but this episode was really simple yet really awesome. And that's because I'm a guy. And the fucking punches, bro. But it was also pretty simple. It's basically Ippo it was basically a fucking boxing match for 20 minutes. Like, it was just, that's what it was. With, like, of course, scenes of the corner, the timer, and under the ocean and underwater sort of scenes. But besides that, there you go. Like that was legit. In one scene of some flags from like some boats. But besides that, it was just boxing. And I was digging it. But basically, Ippo, he's on his last ropes. He's weak, he's tired. And he's getting his ass whooped. He's just And so he's realizing that he's most likely gonna lose, because while he is, really tired, unfortunately, this fisherman dude, I can't remember his name, but this fisherman dude basically, he doesn't have like crazy a massive amount of strength. He's very strong though, but what he really has is resilience. He can take blows and blows and blows, and he just wears down his opponent, and then he just comes in. And so Ippo decides to use his what they call it, like his Demply shuffle, which what was it, Demply. He uses his fucking Demply move. I can't remember. Basically, what he does is he's like this. He's on this motherfucker, and then he's like making an infinity sign and shit. And then after he's getting his momentum up, then he just cocks back and just fucking bam, 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 just using all his momentum, just constantly doing. Oh my god! And he started breaking through his defenses. And then the second he saw an opening, he's about to go in, and Fisherman's like, "No, I have my way to beat this." And he just does blow for blow with this fisherman dude. Just one out, one receive, one out, one receive, and it's doing even more damage, because not only are you moving your fist towards him, but he's moving his face towards you. And so with every punch, it's not only taking your kinetic energy, but it's also taking their movement into consideration, doing even more damage. And then speaking, you're also taking more damage at the same time. And they're going for blow. And then Ippo, his punch is weak. His punch gets weaker because he's out of energy after just blow for blow, and he just gets rocked. And he's on the fucking ropes. He's done. And then Fisherman's about to finish him off. He moves up, and then he can't move. And he gets like the same thing that Ippo got, except it was just all random. It's basically like a loss of oxygen in the cells. And so he can't move. And so it just counts down. Because no matter what he wants to do, he took so much damage. And he delivered so much, and he used so much energy that he couldn't move anymore. And so that round was a stalemate, basically. And so it moves on to round 7. Round 7, right out the gate, Fisherman comes running in, just boom, 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 boom. Just comes right in for his ass. Just doing all types of mad uppercuts, trying to lift him off the ground. And every time he tries to do one, the first one, like, he dodges it, yeah. He dodges it with his fucking glove. Second one, like one that was about to fuck him up, he dodges with both his hands. And of course, he was taking mad body blows throughout this. At one point, he even said that he wanted to throw everything out of him. He was getting destroyed. And then he was still fighting back too. That was the thing, though. He was still fighting back. He was like throwing punches, but his punches were light. And so, like they were like punches that you use, they had no force behind them, and so they weren't doing anything. And he was just disregarding them entirely, and just kept on whooping his ass. And then out of nowhere, his punch just gets some strength in it. And he wasn't expecting it because he took it right to the face. He took it right to the jaw, and he wasn't expecting it to have any weight against it, just like all the other ones. But no, it didn't, and it just completely shocked his body. And then he went into a fucking Demply. He went into that mode again, and he just started and doing punch for punch again. Except this time, right after these dudes are going punch for punch, everybody in the stands, they're like, "Whoa, this dude's getting his ass whooped," like Ippo. And then when he's finally making his recovery, like, yeah. And then what happens is basically, as they're doing blow for blow, he's realizing this dude isn't a fisherman. Like, he's a real, he's not just some fisherman that's doing this. He isn't like strong. He's a genuine boxer, unadulterated boxer. That's what he is. He isn't a fisherman of the sea. He's an adulterated boxer. And as he's going, he gets that tension like just sets in, and we see it like as his foot goes down, it's like zoom, and we see this blue thing come up, and so he's like done, and fucking punching nigga out. He tries to get that back up. He tries. But once it hits 10, he's still on his knees. And so Ippo retains the title. And that's when he realizes that he is an unadulterated. He's a boxer. He isn't a fisherman of the sea. He's a boxer. And I was digging the fight heavy. In that last punch, I was like, yeah. And at the very end, they're like, yeah. Even though it was a massive fight and he lost, they were still like, oh, good fight. I mean, shit. I mean, that dude's resilience was on some other shit. But of course, in his power, he does a punch that literally sends a motherfucker off their feet. I'm just saying, dude was powerful. And he was ripped like a motherfucker, too. And he was resilient. But in the end of the day, Ippo's spirit won. And he didn't give up. He won't. Man, this nigga was like literally getting his ass whooped, but he knew he wasn't gonna stop. His eyes like fucking closed, and he's beating the shit, and he ain't stopping for nothing. He still goes, and so Ippo, good ass fight, and he retained his title, fourth title match that he's successfully retained the title, and so I'm digging that. And I just can't wait to see what happens next, because I was really paying attention to the intro, and there's some crazy ass motherfuckers in there. Like, yo, there's this one dude, and no joke, he reminded me of what's his name? Hitsugora, I believe was his name. That motherfucker with the bungee gum from fucking Hunter x Hunter, that fucking clown. He reminded me just like him when he was moving at it, like, yeah. I was like, yo. I see some great fights in the future. And I'm just wondering, because I believe that this is a really ongoing series. I believe this is like thousands of manga chapters, I believe. I'm not sure. I believe that this is one of the most ongoing. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe so. Maybe like 90. And the thing about it is, what if it's not just Japan, but what if he goes even further and going into boxing with the world? He's not just the best in Japan, he's the best in the world. Like how we see like how the strongest boxer in the world isn't American, you know that, don't you? He's this one dude, oh my god. He apparently has like the strongest right in the world. Like legit, strongest right in the world. And he's not American, he's in Japanese. I believe he's like I can't even remember exactly. Argentina, I believe he's like from Argentina or somewhere around that area. Anyway, so we could have like a worldwide scale on our hands. This could be a very long series. Because picture all the different types of boxers there are. There are heavy hitters. There are resilient motherfuckers. There are people with speed. Oh my god. There are niggas with trick punches and I'm just gonna say this. This series has a lot of potential for some crazy ass fights. It does. And almost people like boxing on TV, but I don't know though. When I see boxing in movies and cartoons, I'm like, yeah, that's the shit. Boxing on TV, I'm like, I mean, it's good. And I've seen a couple fights, of course. Like I had to see that shit when I heard that Muhammad Ali bit some nigga's ear off. Oh hell yeah, I definitely watched that shit. Oh my god. But still, I'm not a big fan of it. But yet, I'm digging the fight. I'm just, yo, just fucking yeah. Oh my god. It's called the Dempsey roll. Yeah, that's what it's fucking called. The Dempsey roll. Yeah, fuck it. And so overall, I had to get this episode right here. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna give it 8 out of... do I really want to give it 8 out of 10? Let's see. Fuck. See, if I want to give it like a 9, but I'm not sure. Was there really any okay moments in it that I'm thinking back? Because, I mean, it was like literally just 20 minutes of punching. And I mean, there was crazy ass punches and it was entertaining, but at the same time, it's like 20 minutes of punching. I mean, there wasn't really story development. It was just a fucking fight. Fucking 9 out of 10. Yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah. Not really many okay moments. I mean, there's some moments where I'm like, damn, but I mean, for the most part, it was just 20 minutes of motherfuckers fighting, just blow for blow, doing tactical shit, seeing flashbacks of these or seeing scenes of these niggas underwater and some other miscellaneous scenes thrown in, but it was basically just fucking boxing. So, with that being said, Smith's a motherfucking honor. Peace the fuck out.